shaking. Hello beauties, I am going to be reading you two Am I the Rectum stories, okay? I have to really hurry through this because I have stuff I have to do. I was on hold for an hour on the phone. I was on hold enough to delete at least 20,000 emails. From my business email, from my school email, from all my emails together put in one. I had enough time to delete all that shit. But I also have schoolwork to do, so I'm gonna speed through this, okay? I might not even read comments, but I'm gonna give my opinion, okay? So the first story is, Am I the devil? Am I the devil for kicking my ex-boyfriend to the curb? I, female 30, and my ex, 30 male, recently broke up. We had been together for a year and living together for the last 3 months of our relationship. For context, the apartment we lived in is mine. Keep it, girl. Thank you. Before we met, my ex lived at his parents' place and was actually considering moving in with a friend since he doesn't really get along with his family. A couple of months into our relationship, we had a conversation about potentially having children at some point. We both agree that we'd like to in a few years, but not really right now. Cut to a few weeks ago, he told me a friend of his, who is the parent of a 5-year-old, had gotten pregnant by accident. I took the opportunity to ask how he'd feel if something like that happened to us, and he said he'd want me to get rid of it. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I told him that even though I am pro-choice, I don't think I'd want to have, she wouldn't want to abort mission. I am fortunate enough to have a stable job and a comfortable home that could accommodate a child, not to mention a pretty solid support system. So while it would definitely be an adjustment, I think I'd be up for the task. My ex did not see it that way. Not only did he argue that I would not be a fit mother, run. Only did he argue that I would not be a fit mother, but that if we did get accidentally pregnant, he'd try to convince me to end it. And if I still refused, he would leave. Girl, this man don't like you. You're not the devil, girl. I think that you know that, though. Like, I understand you came up in here looking for some confirmation. Girl, here it is. Okay? Girl, bye. Run. Thank you. I was shocked by this. How could I feel secure in a relationship with someone who would so casually talk about leaving his pregnant partner? And if he was willing to do that, then how could I expect him to stand by my side if life threw other stuff our way? What if I had an accident and needed help to feed or clean myself while recovering? What if one of my parents or grandparents died and I needed a shoulder to cry on? I feel like I couldn't trust him. Rightfully so. After talking about it with my therapist and a number of friends, I decided to end the relationship. This meant that he had to move out and back with his parents, which he very much did not want to do. He called me a spoiled brat who didn't understand the struggle of having to live with your parents well into adulthood and said I was being cruel by kicking him out. It's not am I the devil, am I the drama? No, you're not the drama, girlfriend. Listen, me right now, I turned my basement into a studio apartment until I'm done with college. It's a bedroom, but it's like fully functional as an apartment. Like I don't have to deal with nobody. I don't have to. It's not that difficult to carve out space for yourself. Like I honestly, it could be in certain circumstances. It really could be. But like at the end of the day, if you didn't want to go back to your parents, why would you say some dumbass shit like that? Even if you felt it, you walked into that one, sir. And girl, you are not the drama for leaving him, and you better stay gone too. Thank you. That's crazy as hell. That is actually insane. That genuinely just proves to her that you never really had clear intentions on being in a serious committed relationship, because while you don't have to want kids, you said that you did and then switched up and was like, actually, I don't think you'd be a fit mom. The fuck? That's crazy as hell. Girl, bye. This one's, am I the rectum? Am I the a-hole? You know what I'm saying? This one is, am I the a-hole for hiding my daughter's autism from her? I'm gonna step out on a limb and say yes, but we'll wait for context. So pretty much most of her life, our daughter, 14, she's 14 and she doesn't know okay, never mind, had various issues. She had a speech delay, didn't make eye contact, was extremely hyperactive, had trouble making friends, fidgeted a lot, was extremely strict with rules. My wife and I suspected that she may be autistic, and we took her to a psychologist when she was 4. The psychologist diagnosed her with hyperactivity disorder, although we don't know if it coexists with her autism or if it was a misdiagnosis. From 8 to 11, we gave our daughter as much early intervention as possible. She'd seen behavioral and speech therapists. I've given her various books about how to make and keep friends. We got her placed in a social class to help her build social skills. It wasn't until the end of her 4th grade year that she actually got diagnosed with autism. Her psychologist was excited to tell her, but my wife was against it. For what? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She wanted to wait until we felt our daughter was old enough to understand. We are aware of the stigma of neurodivergent people experience, and she didn't want our daughter to go through that. You're basically doing that to her because, like, you're just no. Let me keep going. I agreed to hide it from her until she reached adulthood. Oh. I'm annoyed. This next part is relevant. When our daughter got into 6th grade, she was bullied due to her autistic traits. She was gaslit, taken advantage of, and many false friends who backstabbed her. It made our daughter insecure about her poor social skills, and that was when she started to mask. It left her with such immense trauma that she still has triggers and is in therapy. Today she came to us and asked, "What is autism?" What did you say? What did you say? Oh God. We told her it is a different way of thinking. She was confused since she didn't know we meant it in a sense that autistic people have a different brain chemistry than neurotypicals. After we elaborated, she told us the reason why she asked. She found out that she is autistic. Who told her? I want to know. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Should have been known. Okay. She apparently found some of her old medical records lying around and read them out of curiosity. She was upset and asked us how we could hide something like this from her. We explained that we wanted to tell her when she was older since we didn't want her to get hurt by other people, which she has already been. So there's that. Angrily yelled that she did get hurt anyways. Said that all this time she thought that there was something wrong with her. But if it weren't for us, she wouldn't have taken the bullying to heart and she wouldn't have felt differently. But instead, we made her pain worse. So now she's in her room crying and refuses to speak to either of us. We are starting to wonder if we should have told her about the autism when we, you should have, first of all, that is the last one because, like I said, this is going to be a short one. I got to get to class. But are you stupid? Like, I want you to be really, really honest. Why would that help her? There are so many different resources that you could have gone to, and it could have helped her build her social skills. Whatever you did all of the recommended stuff that you were doing, but you were doing it without telling her who she is. Are you so for real? So she has probably missed out on being in an actual classroom where she could benefit. Lord, I can't. You could probably be in a classroom, an ASD classroom, that she could benefit from learning different social skills. Like, actually people, like, you put her in places, yes, but she could actually learn and, like, make friends that are like her. And you took that from her up until she's 14. So now she has to go from 14 to the rest of adulthood. She has 4 years. She has 4 years till she's 18. I know you're not really an adult when you're 18, but, like, she has 4 years to be like, okay, like, I have to figure out myself from 14 years. Like, promising you she has to go back and do a whole bunch of thinking, like, okay, well, what if this was different and what if that was different? So many you gave your child what ifs. Square up. Okay? Goodness. But that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a quick one because I haven't been on in a while. I've been dealing with some things, you know what I'm saying? But I am healing from that crusty ass man. Okay, I'll check you guys out later. Bye.